foreclosure, dealing with a vacant property, going through a divorce, or stuck with an unwanted inheritance, Dispo for Cash is here to help. We pay cash for houses, no financing, no bank, and no delay. And buy houses and that's no repair, no cleaning, and no fee. You'll pay zero closing costs, no realtor commissions, and there are no hidden charges. You'll get a fair in-person offer from a local home buying expert based right here in Columbus, Georgia. No lowball phone offers, no banks, no delays. Just cash in your hand in 30 days or less.
Getting to work shouldn't be a daily struggle. At Jim Ride Along Transportation, we make it simple. We're a minority and veteran-owned business, proudly serving the Chattahoochee Valley with affordable, reliable, and safe round-trip rides to manufacturing plants in West Point across all shifts. Day or night, we got you covered with professional drivers, dependable schedules, and a stress-free experience. Call Jim Ride Along today or book your ride online at jimrides.com because your ride to work should work for you. Ask about in-town group rates.
Yes, sir, man, and welcome back to another week, midweek hustle. I am your favorite commentator, Ant Merritt, alongside my OG, the coach, Mike Wood.
Yes,
Mike,
sir. Yes, sir.
Man, how you doing on this hump day,
Hey,
man?
man, ready to get it in, You know,
Yes,
we got
sir.
another big week. So,
Yeah,
hey,
man,
let's get it done.
Absolutely, man. Battle of the Undefeated.
That's it.
Somebody, got to go.
That's right.
Carver versus Columbus.
My alma mater.
Tigers versus Blue Devils.
My alma mater.
Hey, well, you going to keep standing on that, man.
My alma mater.
Yeah. So, look, initially, but, before we get into the last week's recap of the scores and everything, initially we had Hardaway versus Kendrick this week as the game of the week. You
Yes,
kept
sir.
an enlightened reason for the change. I got my reason, but you go ahead.
We changed, because at the end of the day, we want to give people what they want to see.
Yeah.
This is the two teams that are undefeated coming in. They're both in the same region. It's not like we're not going to get Kendrick and them down the line, but I think it would be a disservice to the community and the teams for them to be both undefeated and get a chance to cover them.
Right.
And we don't cover this game. So, I think it's going to be an exciting game for both teams. People got to think they got a chance now. Her side came up and shook up a little something last week, but hey, talk about that sponsor first, man.
Oh man, absolutely, man.
Sir.
Hey, we pay cash for your house. I don't pay cash for your house. Do you?
No, sir.
Who do?
Somebody. This cash.
Dispo for Cash, man. They will pay you cash for your house. No over the phone offers. They will come to your house. No repairs or cleaning needed. They will buy as is. They close fast, 30 days or less. No closing costs, no realtors, no commission, no hidden fees, foreclosure, vacant, divorce, inheritance, any situation, no middleman. But they make selling houses easy. If you want them and you need them, give them a call, 706-905-7200. That's Dispo for Cash, investment real estate.
Man, I'm telling you, you cannot beat it. And I know a lot of places they need to go.
Oh, yeah. Man,
There's a lot of houses, a lot of places need to go. Man, you see a lot of that in this town where people have gotten homes, own homes, and you don't even know who to get in touch with to purchase them because they just so eyes. Right. So, again, it's amazing for someone to come up with something like this to purchase homes, and then the people that you're not taking care of the homes. You follow us on MoneyBoyTV.com. You see some of the houses that he purchased. No matter what shape they're in. Right. Dispo for Cash. Again, we're gonna continue to talk about it, but again, that number 706-905-7200. Give them a call.
Give them a call ASAP. Football week, man.
Football week.
Yeah.
Football week.
The Undefeated, like I said, and even with what we do with Fantastic Friday Night, we're gonna always we're gonna at least get every school in Muskogee County.
Exactly.
Because anybody that knows me, that follows me on any social media platform, I'm gonna always uplift these kids. I understand they're the future, but at the same time, we all want to see good football.
We want to see. We finally got a chance to get excited.
Right.
A doc told us last week, said, "Man, that's probably the most excited we've been." So, man, we had the whole game.
At least 3 quarters.
3 quarters. It was good all the way up until they made that run at the end. Carver got the touchdowns at the end, but it was a pretty good game, man. The whole while it kept the crowd and everybody, and I'm telling you, man, I love Northside student section. But anyway, it's over with. Go ahead on.
Yeah. Just a recap on that game. I'm not gonna say Northside gave a blueprint, but I think if Northside could have put points on the board while they were getting those stops, because they ate the clock. They held the ball, did what they were supposed to do. As far as that part of the blueprint. You know what I'm saying? If you keep that Carver offense off the field, but if you keep them off the field and you get 2-3 stops here, you have to score. Because that offense, they can still put up points in a hurry, and we see them do that.
Yeah.
You know, they put up 30 in the second half.
And again, think about it. What we talked about, always been my biggest thing with Carver. Put them through some adversity.
Yeah.
And we watched their whole demeanor as they walked off the field at halftime.
Yeah.
They didn't have that swag that they usually have.
Showed signs of frustration.
Showed signs of frustration. Some people talked about that on social media. Some things that happened with the star player of the year.
Yeah.
Pretty much mushing the starting quarterback in the face. Frustrated because he threw a bad ball, and that's what you want Carver playing at. Right. In a situation where you're kind of seeking to get rougher. But one thing you want to give Jarvis Jones credit for, he quickly turned around and able to get some things going, and you can see how it changed with those kids, man. So that's been my thing. I wanted to, not that I'm cheering against them, but I want to see a team as talented as they are. Yeah. What happens when they go through that adversity?
Yeah, and I think having a guy like Jarvis Jones at the helm, J-Man, Jamal Fortson on the sideline, Antoine Young, Thurman Barn, previous players that played at a high level, they understand the type of adversity that comes. It's not always going to be cakewalk.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? A game like that is going to prepare you for the playoffs.
Exactly.
As the deeper you get into the playoffs, it's supposed to be, the better teams got. We wind up seeing that semifinal game with Carver last year playing the two-time defending state champs. I think they scored in like 3 plays. Mm-hmm. We covered that game, and the way Carver was able to bounce back, make those adjustments, and I mean they wound up running away with it. But a game like what we witnessed last Friday with Northside, it definitely helps. Going forward.
Yeah, and like you said, a lot of these teams gonna get better. I was out yesterday talking with we had finally gave the trophy to CJ Starr yesterday out at Spencer, and Coach Gabe was just telling me he's finally healthy.
Yeah.
Not realizing they didn't start the season off healthy.
Right.
So he said that they're finally healthy. They got some kids that are going to play a big role in their success, and they hadn't played no region games yet. So it's a great time for them to get healthy and stuff like that. So again, man, it's so important. Talked to the DC at Northside. Saw him Monday, and he said, "Coach, we played without 4 stars. Yeah. We had 2 offensive linemen playing linebacker. We got hurt in the Monroe game, so we had 4 guys that were not even playing on the defense side that was not even starting. Yeah. So you know how that is. Health, it's a game of inches, and sometimes it's luck as well. Goes in a lot into these guys, whether or not you're healthy going into these big games.
Right. Absolutely. I mean, the more you play, especially when you get about to that halfway mark of the season, nobody's 100%.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You're going to be battling some kind of nick, cranny, whatever you have. It's going to be about what you do leading up until game week for that preparation. You know what I'm saying? So as long as you take care of your body, icing, doing what you got to do, ice bath. That ice bath was my best friend when I was playing. I hate it, but I'm telling you, it absolutely works.
Exactly.
Now we speak a lot about Carver. This is gonna be our first time getting a chance to see Columbus High, and boy, they have an exceptional athlete. A guy that they call Weapon X, Andrew Smith the fourth. Just Mr. Do everything. Yeah, man. So just here. That first week 1, I seen him make a pretty about 60, 65-yard touchdown run, and then once I heard the name, I knew exactly who he was.
Okay.
I went to school with his uncle and his brother, played with his uncle. Come from an exceptional family. His grandfather, Mr. Smith, man, great guy, and that's who really started putting him in that weight room. And you can just tell the way he moves, the way he plays, the way he attacks the game. He is a special kid to watch for.
Well, again, I know before we get deep into it, we almost close to a break, but what about last week? We're going to talk about them scores from last week?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, man. Scores from last week, the game that we had, game of the week, Carver versus Northside. Carver 31, Northside 12. Spencer defeat Manchester on Thursday night, 29-7. My alma mater, Shaw, also played Thursday night, getting their first win of the year. A region game at that, 32-14 over Windlass Hardaway. Sumter County 56, Kendrick 0. Kendrick started out hot. Ran into a buzzsaw with Sumter County.
They got a monster down there.
Yeah. Sumter County also still undefeated right now, so it could be a matchup of undefeated depending on how this Columbus Carver game goes Friday. But Carver will travel to Sumter County this year.
Yep.
They came to Columbus last year. Columbus, who we have at the game of the week this week, 49-6 over winless Jordan. I apologize.
They're gonna get a game one day. And they're gonna win one day.
And then the rivalry. Oh no, it was Central Homecoming. Central Homecoming, yeah, man, and boy, they showed out.
Yeah.
I seen the videos, man. I had a chance to host a tailgate party. Them people over there across that water, that small knit community.
I'm telling you,
boy, they go all the way out.
They love football over there.
Oh yeah,
they
absolutely.
love Central High School
Absolutely.
over there, man.
Hey, but I don't think they got over there now.
Well, we ain't gonna talk about all that now. You went too far then.
It
went too far then. Hey.
Did I tell a lie?
What was the score?
Y'all just got a Chipotle.
What was the score, man?
Outback be packed every day of the.
Man, go down 431, man. We got a lot of stuff going on down there.
Central 56 over Dothan, homecoming, man. And once again, anytime we're gonna speak Central, we got to see that matchup.
Exactly.
Battle of the Chattahoochee, man. Central still undefeated, man. Still rolling 56-28 in their homecoming over Dothan.
Yeah. Yeah, again, man, but before we take this break, again, we want you to know that our sponsor is Dispo for Cash Investment Real Estate. We pay cash for your house. They pay cash, no financing. No over-the-phone offers, no repairs or cleaning needed, no closeout fast, 30 days or less, no closing costs, no realtors, commission, no hidden fees, foreclosures, vacants, divorce, inheritance, any situation. We make selling your house easy. 706-905-7200.
Yes, sir, man. We're going to take our first break and we're going to come back. Y'all know how we get out, man, here at Midweek Hustle. We're bringing a special guest, first guest of the week, the defensive line coach,
Chris Church.
There you go.
Hey, y'all know him for basketball, but this man been doing football for a long time, so he here to talk some football about the Columbus High.
Can't wait, man. We'll be right back.
Knock off Carver. We finna knock him off.
From your lips to God is.
There it is.
We'll be right back with Coach Church. Ooh, Church, God it.
Hey,
Mama.
there we go.
That's
what I'm talking about.
We'll be right back, man.
Are you stuck with a house you need to sell and sell fast? Whether you facing foreclosure, dealing with a vacant property, going through a divorce, or stuck with an unwanted inheritance, Dispo for Cash is here to help. We pay cash for houses, no financing, no banks, and no delays, and buy houses as is. That's no repairs, no cleaning, and no fees. You'll pay zero closing costs, no realtor commissions, and there are no hidden charges. You'll get a fair in-person offer from a local home buying expert based right here in Columbus, Georgia. No lowball phone offers.
Getting to work shouldn't be a daily struggle. At Jim Ride Along Transportation, we make it simple. We're a minority and veteran-owned business, proudly serving the Chattahoochee Valley with affordable, reliable, and safe round-trip rides to manufacturing plants in West Point across all shifts. Day or night, we got you covered with professional drivers, dependable schedules, and a stress-free experience. Call Jim Ride Along today or book your ride online at jimrides.com because your ride to work should work for you. Ask about in-town group rates.
Are you stuck with a house you need to sell and sell fast? Whether you facing foreclosure, dealing with a vacant property, going through a divorce, or stuck with an unwanted inheritance, Dispo for Cash is here to help. We pay cash for houses, no financing, no banks, and no delays, and buy houses as is. That's no repairs, no cleaning, and no fees. You'll pay zero closing costs, no realtor commissions, and there are no hidden charges. You'll get a fair in-person offer from a local home buying expert based right here in Columbus, Georgia. No lowball phone offers, no banks, no delays. Just cash in your hand in 30 days or less. If you need to sell quickly and stress-free, call Dispo for Cash now at 706-905-7200. That's 706-905-7200. Or visit DispoForCash.com. Dispo for Cash. We make selling your house easy.
Yes, sir, man. Welcome back. Midweek Hustle. I am your favorite commentator alongside my OG, Coach Mike Wood. Man, we are here with a special guest, defensive line coach of Columbus High, Coach Church. Coach Church, we want to welcome you to the show. And we also want to shout out our sponsors once again. We pay cash for your house. I don't pay cash for your house. Mike Wood, you paying cash for their house? Okay, but Dispo for Cash. We'll pay you cash for your house, man. No financing contingencies, no over-the-phone offers. They will come to your house, no repairs or cleaning needed. They will buy as is. They close fast within 30 days or less. No closing costs, no realtor commissions, no hidden fees, no middleman, foreclosures, vacancies, divorce, inheritance, any situation. Shop, one-stop shop, Dispo for Cash.
And I know on the south side, they got a bunch of houses over there.
Oh, man, you know that.
They need to go ahead and call it. Man, I mean, we can get rid of it.
Yeah, man, if you need your house sold, man, call 706-905-7200. Once again, that number 706-905-7200, 7200. Mike, you want to introduce our guest once again?
This is the man. This is the legend, Mr. Christopher Church. He's well known as the former. He developed nothing but great superstars out there at Kendrick High School. He coached all the great basketball players at Kendrick High School. So he's known. He's really known for basketball.
On that whole.
But as he retired, he decided to go in and show some people he had another love, which is football. So he been. How long he been over there, Coach, at Columbus High now?
Since 2009, I believe.
All right, Coach Church is now the defensive line coach at Columbus High School. And retired and can't leave it alone. Still doing it good, Coach. Welcome. We're glad to have you here. We're going to talk a little bit about this big matchup. You got a monster in front of you. What are some of the things that you guys are trying to get prepared for? I know you talked about the depth is going to be an issue.
The depth is always going to be an issue with us, but we overcome it. We're in very good shape, and we got some good people going both ways. And most of the team, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
But we do the best with it, and we just go out there and tell the kids to play hard, play as hard as you can, and if you need a break, we'll put in somebody.
Yeah.
And we got people, basically young kids, ready to go in and help out and give people a breath. But we lean hard on a certain core of people.
Okay. Well, I'm going to ask you this question before I pass it around to Ant. Being on that defensive side of the ball, have you been able to get any sleep?
Yes.
You've been getting,
I get good
getting ready for this big game. But that Carver has what we talk about it a lot. This three-headed monster they have in the backfield, and this young quarterback has come into his own already at the early stage. You would thought that he would take this. It would take some time, but he's shown that he's the leader. He can lead this team. But I'm telling you, they are so talented on the other side of the ball. That's why I asked you, have you been able to get into sleep since last Friday night?
Because it is what it is.
Yeah.
Carver's very good. They'll always be good, and good for them. Good for them. And so the rest of us, we can work our measure and see how far we've gone against Carver.
Oh, gotcha.
And I think that, like you said, Northside saw a little bit of measure. They have not been having a great season, but I believe they're going to have a pretty good season from then on out. See all their weaknesses, everything that they need to work on. The freshman quarterback, he's outstanding, an outstanding athlete. He is, and I think what Coach Jones has done with his offense is he's developed it for a freshman quarterback. And the freshman quarterback, you're going to see a certain amount of growth between this year and next year with that kid, because Jarvis is going to increase the responsibility as the years go on.
Exactly.
And the three-headed monster, that is what it is. We got some kids. They're little.
Yeah.
I mean, they're little running backs, but they're good also.
Yeah.
And we have a whole offensive line that's going to come back next year. They're all sophomores and juniors. Every one of them. Our two mainstays on the defensive line and the interior are juniors. We have two miniature defensive ends compared to what Carver has, who are outstanding players and probably should be playing defensive backs instead of but they're what we have.
Gotcha.
And they learn and work as hard as anybody I've ever seen since I've been at Columbus High. I'm talking the whole group, offense and defense.
Well, they say hard work beats talent when talent don't work hard. So again, you got them guys out there gonna get it. All we want to see them compete.
Yeah, we want them to compete. And who knows? Stranger things have happened.
Exactly.
And Carver is very good. They work hard. I know Jarvis Jones is going to work hard.
Oh, exactly.
And but we work hard too. And hopefully we can match up where we can match up, and we can take care of our little people as best we can. But Carver is big. They're strong. Their offensive line is outstanding.
There you go. And I'm sorry, because I know Warren Ingram Sr. I know he bugs. He called my phone in the middle of the night. Man, you don't talk about that offensive line enough. Y'all always talk about that three. Warren Ingram. We know, and I'm telling you again, that offensive line is huge. And they're good. And they're led.
Not just huge, but very good.
Very good. And they're led by Warren. I'm not led by, but Warren Ingram's son is one of the catalysts of that group. Trey over there is doing a real good job over there. So
and I hope we can counter that. And we have our own big. We have Zach Clay, big kid, has had an outstanding year playing defensive tackle. We have a kid that we call Little Z. We call Zach Big Zach and Little Z. Little Z is the other tackle, and he's not as big as the Carver kid, but he's pretty big and strong. And our defensive ends, like I said, they're on the smaller size, but they got heart. They got heart. And Noah and Andrew playing the other defensive end with another kid, Miller, interchanging. All of them small, but all of them great technique-wise. They are going to do their best. And that's what you're going to see. They're going to go out there and compete.
Gotcha.
Right. Man, now you gave a lot of praise to Carver, their offensive line. As should, they're nice, but we not gonna shade you now, Coach. Y'all undefeated for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Even with that roster of 38, you say y'all got some guys undersized, but obviously y'all have them coached up well coming into this matchup. 3-0, 1-0 in the region. Battle of the undefeated. So y'all are doing something right. Right over there at Columbus High. And you spoke on Sebastian Hurt at quarterback, but y'all got a dog yourself at quarterback with Mr. Smith.
Andrew Smith, what a kid.
Yeah.
What a kid. An athlete, great athlete, but he's an athlete that grew up from being a real small kid to where he is now. Yeah. And he grew up into it. And that's what I take great pride at Columbus High. We take the young kids, we keep them, we nurture them, and so they turn from a little kid that's 5'5" to a kid that's pretty close to 6'1", Andrew Smith, and he turned himself, and his work ethic is unbelievable. Yeah. And like you'd expect, and his leadership is unbelievable. Right. And he's an outstanding kid, and just one you'd like all your kids to look up to.
Right. I mean, and when you have a guy that's a leader like that, it kind of makes it easier for the other guys to follow, come along. And I think him, along with the other guys that believe in what y'all are instilling in them, is a big reason of why y'all are 3-0.
Yeah.
You know, and me personally just playing ball as long as I played, and even us watching that game last week, all I was gonna take is just a little slight momentum for him to believe. And like I told Coach O last week, they ain't nobody changing clothes in no phone booth. You know, they gonna put their pads on just like y'all. So coming in, like what to even be here right now at 3-0, what was the message that y'all were delivering, especially with underclassmen as the entire offensive line?
Yeah.
What were y'all trying to instill in them? You know what I'm saying? Just
number one, we want to compete.
Right.
We want to compete every down, every day, regardless of the ending of the game. We want to compete. We want the other team to know that we're there.
Okay. Absolutely.
And know that they are got a team that's going to work as hard, if not harder, as the other team. We had a tough game with Randolph Clay. Now that team, no, they're not as good as Carver, but they're still a good team.
Yeah.
They're talented.
Known for athletes down there.
Known for athletes.
Yes, sir.
And they're as big as Carver.
Yeah.
Those kids were as big as Carver, so we're used to that, seeing that size.
That's good. And
so that's one thing that we have to look at. Okay, as we came in, Miller County, they slaughtered us last year with that running back. I'm not sure where he went. Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
He went to Georgia Tech. Okay, and we came back and beat them pretty bad this year. They have pretty much the same team except for that one. Except for him.
Says a lot.
Yeah. He was a little different, man. That's my pop's hometown, Miller County, Colquitt, Georgia. Like, it's small, but it's a lot of athletes come down through there. Yeah.
Go through there, and so our coming up, Jordan gave us a test with their offense. I can tell you something. Jordan's going to be dangerous next year if they keep all their kids together.
Yeah. Okay.
They will be dangerous. They've got the right offense for their kids. I think they're going to be outstanding.
Young too.
Yeah, they're young, and they, you got to respect everybody they go to. But like I said, if they keep their kids together, they're going to be tough.
Yeah, we talked about that too, about the kids staying at school, staying at certain schools and waiting, being able to give a chance versus jumping. And like you said, if Coach Matt, he talked about that on our show. When he was one of the guests on one of the shows, and he talked about how young he was and how talented he was. His team is, but they're just so young, and he was forced to play them early.
Yeah.
And so that means something. When you got a kid now, they're gonna be coming into their third year playing. It means something.
Yeah.
If they can get a few more pieces to go in, and that's what I want to see. I would like to see that competition. Every year, every night, you go in, you can get it. Coach, we had a couple of people, man. Danella Boynton, one of your former players, man. She all online. To my Coach Church was my coach. Danella Boynton was a great athlete,
yes, she was.
And her daughter now is an exceptional athlete, basketball player. Excuse me, at Hardaway High School. Yeah, she just got injured, so I don't know how bad it's going to be. But
tell her get right.
She has a chance to. Now people don't realize. I tell them all the time how talented Danella Boynton was. I know we talk about football, but she just wanted us to give you a shout out. She said she's listening. Coach Church, my coach. So we know that. I know that. But yeah.
Hello, Danella. Yeah. I remember when we talked the other day.
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago.
So. Yeah. Coach, anything else you want to say before we go to a break? Because again, we challenged Carver fans. We challenged the North Side. North Side came and showed out last week. They student section stood up the whole time. What do you want to send out to the alumni like myself, and other alumni that are here about this team, and why should they come out and support the Blue Devils for this big game when nobody think they have a chance to win, but me?
We have an outstanding student body too.
Exactly.
And they will be out there in force. If they aren't, they better be.
Yeah.
And
we're gonna give them a zero in class. In every class they don't show up.
I'm sure.
They need to show up.
And we have great support from our community around us, and their students. Other students, older students like you.
Yeah.
Notice I said older, not real.
Loretta Cobb, you better show up. Loretta Cobb, tell me.
Yeah, and she'll probably be there.
Yeah.
And so come out to the game, and you'll see two teams fighting hard now.
Yes. Yeah.
Two teams fighting hard, and hopefully we fight a little harder.
That's it. That's all you can ask.
That's all I can ask.
Yeah.
Hey man, that about summed it up. Yeah, most definitely, Coach. Man, Coach Trey, we appreciate you taking time out your day. Just sitting down with us and talking football and a little basketball. You know, so man, we look forward to it. Absolutely looking forward to see that matchup with your D line versus that Carver offensive line. Like I said, and I'm a firm believer everything requires in them trenches. You know what I'm saying? No line, no shine. Either way. You know what I'm saying? You got a good front four on that defense. You know, it's a lot easier for the secondary. You know what I'm saying? And so good offensive line, make it easier for your running backs, quarterback. So looking forward to that matchup. Battle of the Undefeated Friday night. Man, good luck, Coach.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. We appreciate you joining us. We'll be right back, man. We're going to talk a little bit more football, talk about the game Friday, and also answer some of y'all questions that y'all got on the live chat. We'll be right back.
Are you stuck with a house you need to sell and sell fast? Whether you facing foreclosure, dealing with a vacant property, going through a divorce, or stuck with an unwanted inheritance, Dispo for Cash is here to help. We pay cash for houses, no financing, no banks, and no delays, and buy houses as is. That's no repairs, no cleaning, and no fees. You'll pay zero closing costs, no realtor commissions, and there are no hidden charges. You'll get a fair in-person offer from a local home buying expert based right here in Columbus, Georgia. No lowball phone offers, no banks, no delays. Just cash in your hand in 30 days or less. If you need to sell quickly and stress-free, call Dispo for Cash now at 706-905-7200. That's 7.
Getting to work shouldn't be a daily struggle. At Jim Ride Along Transportation, we make it simple. We're a minority and veteran-owned business, proudly serving the Chattahoochee Valley with affordable, reliable, and safe round-trip rides to manufacturing plants in West Point across all shifts. Day or night, we got you covered with professional drivers, dependable schedules, and a stress-free experience. Call Jim Ride Along today or book your ride online at jimrides.com because your ride to work should work for you. Ask about in-town group rates. Getting to work.
Are you stuck with a house you need to sell and sell fast? Whether you facing foreclosure, dealing with a vacant property, going through a divorce, or stuck with an unwanted inheritance, Dispo for Cash is here to help. We pay cash for houses, no financing, no banks, and no delays, and buy houses as is. That's no repairs, no cleaning, and no fees. You'll pay zero closing costs, no realtor commissions, and there are no hidden charges. You'll get a fair in-person offer from a local home buying expert based right here in Columbus, Georgia. No lowball phone offers, no banks, no delays. Just cash in your hand in 30 days or less. If you need to sell quickly and stress-free, call Dispo for Cash now at 706-905-7200. That's 706-905-7200 or visit dispoforcash.com. Dispo for Cash. We make selling your house easy. Are you stuck?
Yes, sir, man, and welcome back once again to the Midweek Hustle, live on location. I'm your favorite commentator's favorite commentator, Aunt Merritt, alongside my OG, Coach Mike Wood.
Yes,
man,
sir.
we just had Coach Church on, defensive line coach of Columbus High, the undefeated Columbus High. Let me put some respect on your alma mater.
Say it.
Yeah, man. So that's our game of the week this week, Carver versus Columbus.
David versus Goliath.
Yeah, I mean,
We're going to slay a giant, baby. We're knocking people off this week. There's gonna be some problems.
From like I said in the first
Blue and
segment,
orange, baby.
from your lips to God.
Blue and orange. That's all gonna be in the stadium. Blue and orange. We're
but
gonna take over.
But you know what?
What's that?
I am happy you get to brag about at least one undefeated team that you root for. That is. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause, hey, you only got one undefeated team in your stable that you can root for. So congratulations.
That's right.
You know, I'm
Red Devil now.
Oh, now you're a Central fan.
I'm from Phoenix City. You must forget. You not forget. I'm from Phoenix City. That will always be my home.
Phoenix City ain't nothing but the west side of Columbus.
Well, you can say
that is the only city in the entire state of Alabama.
We're undefeated.
But you're an alma mater, Columbus High.
Yeah, my mama moved me over here, man. You think I'm telling you, boy. Boy, you talking about an angry cat? Boy, I was so angry. Boy, if I could have ran away or not, boy, I would have had somebody stay with Phoenix City. And I didn't want to come over here, man. Bro, listen, man, I'm telling you, man. I guess what she gonna tell me. We're gonna get started. My mom gonna say, "You're still a devil."
Yeah.
I said,
"Oh, sure, yeah."
I said, "Man, go ahead on."
That's a point.
All people have something for you, boy.
Red devil and blue devil.
Yeah, man. Because we're gonna knock off some giants this week.
Man. Hey, man, we just looking forward to a great game. You know, we do show favoritism to our alma mater.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna root Shanghai. You gonna root Columbus.
That's right.
But we also gonna root for good football.
Yeah, Daughter's a cheerleader. So he better be rooting for Columbus too.
Okay.
So we root for Columbus. You feel me? We got some kids. We root. Hey, when you look over on that stadium,
shout out to Avery Bell.
Avery Bell, that's it. Cheerleader, number one cheerleader. It's gonna do a cartwheel from the one goal post to the other goal. Carver ain't got no cheerleader can do that. We gonna have a whole sea of blue and orange at Old Spencer Stadium. We're gonna take over.
I mean, it's easy to do that because Carver don't really have people show up like that. They don't want to pull up to the Benz. You said. Y'all may win the Spirit Award.
Gonna win that. That's gonna be one of the awards we win. The North Side came close. We finna knock off some giants. Go ahead on, man. Let's go.
Man. Like I said, midweek hustle. Game of the week this week. Carver High taking on Columbus High, battle of the undefeateds. A little bit of the rankings going on right now in the region, and somebody asked about how we feel Spencer do the rest of the way, so we'll talk about that as well. Sumter County 1-0, 4-0 overall. Carver 1-0, 4-0 overall. Columbus High 1-0, 3-0 overall. So that O is finna go somewhere.
Yep.
Either way. You know what I'm saying? So. Shaw, my alma mater, 1-0 in the region, 1-3. I mean, they came out the gate, you know, playing, had a tough little schedule.
But it don't matter, man. You got the region games.
Oh yeah. That's what count. Hardaway 0-1, 0-4 in the region. Spencer 0-1, 1-3 overall. Their only loss in that region coming to Carver. Spencer, I believe in this region 2A, I believe they may be the most talented team. That can finish second. Well, Sumter County as well. So we hadn't had a chance to see.
Sumter's gonna be.
Sumter County.
We'll see them there because they play. Actually, Spencer plays Sumter here at Old Spencer this year.
Okay.
So we'll get a chance to see Sumter, play Spencer. But again, man, I'm telling you, talking with Keg yesterday, he was him and Coach Reese, and they was ecstatic, man, about them finally being healthy. And we don't. That's one thing we don't. I think I'm gonna do a better job at trying to find out where teams are for health-wise.
Yeah.
Because again, when we played, I didn't realize that last week that Northside had as many injuries as they had until Monday. When the guy told me, when Coach told me, he had offensive linemen, second-string offensive linemen playing linebacker spot for them because they got hurt in the Monroe game the week before. So,
and you know what? Even leading up to that, I probably wouldn't even think. They probably wouldn't even disclose that information.
Exactly. Probably not.
I mean, you got NFL teams that, try to withhold the injury report. You know what I'm saying? Just because they feel like it can be any kind of edge you can exploit. Some if it's a backup. But
unless we see it ourselves, just like we witnessed.
Right.
Tristan, he got hurt last week and didn't come back in the game, so don't know how serious that injury is and what went on with that. Because it was a close game, so you would think that they would have put him back in the game if he could have played, but. I don't remember him coming back in the game playing, did he?
No. He didn't come back in. Now when you say we'll speak on this game for a minute because we were there live. When you say it was a close game, we going score wise. Did you ever feel like it was? Did you ever feel like Northside was a threat to beat Carver at any moment? Just how the momentum of the game was going.
I figured Carver would pull away.
Yeah.
And I knew that Carver was. Depth-wise, it was going to cause them a problem somewhere down the line. A big play here was going to open up the floodgates for them. Now, I actually thought it was going to be worse than what it was.
No.
But again, Northside did a good job. You know, they came back and got a big touchdown run.
Yeah.
That we wasn't expecting. It caught us off guard because I think
Josh Jackson came out of nowhere with that one.
You know, it was a good block. Yeah, it was a good job. So again, my big thing is I didn't think it was going to be, but Northside, it goes to show you what preparation does.
Yeah.
You know, it gives you a chance if you can prepare and your kids can carry out, because we can have the best game plan, but if the kids don't carry out, and I think that speaking with the coaches at Northside, they said the kids did everything they asked them to do.
Yeah,
and that's what it was. But I didn't think, to answer your question, I didn't think they had a chance at beating Carver.
No, once we seen Northside's first drive and the way they ate that clock, but didn't score, that can't happen. You know what I'm saying? Now we talked about it last week in the midweek huddle. We felt like, and in the pregame, what Northside would have had to do. They executed the time management perfectly. You know what I mean? They ran it all the way down to a minute and a half of that first quarter. But then when they didn't get any kind of points out of it, that's something you can't do. They punted it. You know, Watt flipped the field and they scored 2-3 plays later. And then it was right there teetering for a minute with that pick six, 7-6. You know, and then that second half, I think Carver stopped being cute and just ran. I mean, that offensive line, it flipped when that's what Doc was talking about. Big Pritchard, that run that Castle had.
Pritchard had the biggest block.
Man.
I mean, you know, you wonder, and you talk about these kids being 5-stars and they're getting these offers, big offers.
You see why?
But man, when this kid led that block for Castle, it was unbelievable. That was a big time Power 5. Offensive tackle getting out there showing why he's going to the University of Auburn, why he's committed to the University of Auburn.
And it wasn't just the block, it was that hustle. You know what I'm saying? Casson, we know the wheels that Casson had, but then to see that Pritchard, as big as he is, moving the way he moved, blocked one man, then went on to block another one. I mean, it shows why he's a 5-star. Yeah. It shows why he's recruited the way he is. And then you think about the week before, that the way that lineman hustled that week before, we seen Jordan versus
Zero County.
And they got fumbled. They down there. You see what I'm saying? It's those type plays that are going to get you into them deep playoff runs.
Exactly.
We're talking about we're looking at our chat, man. We hear Derek Bowman.
Yeah, we said the same thing. You know, Northside said it just a few minutes ago. Northside just didn't have enough offensive firepower, and their defense did. They bend a whole lot and they didn't break. But at the end of the day, man, you know, I know we knew that Carver was just too much. Was going to be too much, and all it took was one or two plays, and they was going to blow it over. But again, we talk about this game this week, man. I hope to see, you know, talking to Coach Church just a few minutes ago, I hope that Columbus High can come in and give the same effort. And you know, again, it ain't always about size. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that's speed. We saw that this week. Yeah. This past weekend, they predicted, and we'll talk about that later on too, but they predicted what Canelo was supposed to do to Bud. But
we all know
the size. But at the end of the day, you know, if they come in and do what they're supposed to do, hopefully they'll give themselves a chance at winning this game. But man, it's gonna be tough. It's really gonna be tough because again, Terrence Warren, Pritchard, all those guys on that offensive line at Carver, man, if Carver decides just to run the ball, ain't nothing you're gonna be able to do about it.
I'm talking about nobody in 2A. I was talking to Andrew Smith, the fourth uncle, this morning, just to get a little bit more insight on him, you know, him being his nephew. And we were just talking football. The guy, he knows ball, high rank in the Air Force now, man. Shouts out to him, just got another rank. So just talking that ball with him, watching Carver's offensive line at 2A, you can watch the games on MoneyBoyTV.com and you can see it from the stands almost. But until you down there on the field, and I'm talking about walking next to these monsters, they are huge for a 2A offense and defensive line.
I'm telling you, they are some big guys, man. And again, some of these kids are still young and hadn't even gotten the real feel of what it's like to play big time football. So, you know, I even talked to Terrence, we call him Big T, like my godson, you know, filling out and being able to, you watch them sometimes and still haven't figured out how to use their hand. Right. And you know, at the level y'all play them, you use your hands every play.
Absolutely.
And so, you know, once he figured that out, how to use his hand without getting holding calls on them, it's going to be something else with these kids, and they're only going to get better.
Right.
And if you don't get these kids, we talked about the quarterback at Carver and all that, if you don't get these kids early, you're going to have a problem. But you know what? Speaking of the game of the week.
You know, Adam Dixon's over here talking about, you know,
Shaw, your alma mater got something this week.
Oh, they're going down to something. But something came up late. And we had that game last week as the game of the week.
Yep.
And it was close.
Field goal. They missed the field goal.
Missed the field goal. So and Shaw really led the entire game. And then I think something scored that last 2 minutes, man, on a crazy trick play. Man, Coach Gardner, he was in his bag, came out with a trick play, scored, you know, so it was Shaw led and controlled that game. Really, what they played, 10 minutes, 12 minutes, 48 minutes. So Shaw led probably 46 minutes of the game, and that last 2 minutes, whatever reason, fell apart. You know, and at that time, you know, we was blaming everything on you for Shaw.
Yeah,
you know, but this is gonna be a region game for Shaw down in Sumter County, and they gonna pop out. Down there in that.
But
country.
they had a chance to, even though they made a lot of mistakes in that game. Yeah, they had a chance at the end. Yeah, field goal to win with a field goal, and you know, we talked about that, and we got a chance to talk to Coach Gardner afterwards about why they exchanged the field goal, the extra point guys didn't go out there. But again, man, at the end of the day, that's going to be a huge game going down there. Yeah. If they can knock off Sumter County, it's just going to shake up how the region is going to turn out and how it's going to look, because the power ranking and all that stuff matters when it comes down to how you finish in your region. Do you get home games here at your hometown? So it's going to be big for that, man, again.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and once again, just going back to Carver, and we speak every week on that three-headed monster. But we know it starts up front with them linemen. But Coach Young, when we had him a couple weeks ago before they played Harris County, you know, his goal was he want all three of his backs to get at least 1,000 yards. Tarver, who is the leading rusher right now, just under 500. You know, that's between me and you, that's probably our favorite out of the three. I ain't gonna say favorite, but we just feel like he's the tone setter.
Yeah, he sets the tone.
Yeah, he ain't really trying. He has the ability to run around you, but he wants to inflict punishment. You know, the way he runs the ball, man. Tarver at 483, Castlin defending 2A player of the year at 345, and then freshman Watts with 287. And the way they
1,000-yard rushing right there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So still not even halfway through the rule of the season, and especially we talking about they can make that deep playoff run, playoff yards count, you know, as a total rushing yard. So it's very possible that we could see 3,000-yard back. Man. Tarver gonna get it. They keep feeding him because Tarver gonna pop one every game.
Get it. He's gonna get his. The only question is gonna be whether or not Watts get the numbers and reps, the carries. Yeah. Because if he gets the carries, it's definitely gonna be 3,000 yard rushes on that team. Because he's the same situation. You know, if he get enough touches, he gonna break one. Yeah. So you'll look up and he might have 8, 9 carries, but one of them for 60 yards. Yeah. So he's gonna get his, man. So hey, man, listen, I'm so tired of these people, man.
Man, what you talking about?
Franklin Sanchez talking about I know what the outcome gonna be. Yeah, I know what the outcome gonna be. Columbus High 24, Carver 13. That's what's gonna be the outcome. Frankie Sanchez, why you doing all this talking?
I don't know. He may be talking about that Shaw something, because he said it's gonna be tough to beat him there.
Oh, okay.
So he may be.
I thought he was talking about
you defensive?
I'm upset.
Well, you defensive?
Yes, sir, buddy.
Man, I wish Alabama had that defense against Florida State.
I always want to bring Alabama into the mix or something.
You always bring.
This week, man.
Who
y'all won the game this week off of? Listen.
Go ahead. This is a great segue into college ball.
Exactly.
This high school game of the week: Columbus versus Shaw. Columbus versus Carver. Battle of Undefeated. Somebody got to go.
Got to go. Carver gonna lead. Well, we'll keep going.
We're gonna fast forward. We're gonna go ahead and get up. We're gonna definitely talk about it next week. But September 27th, every Alabama fan I talked to this week, when I see them, I just tick, 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 because they're coming. Yeah, September 27th, it's only one undefeated team rolling into Athens.
Hey, listen, that's all right. Might be one, but when we leave out there, ain't not one of them gonna be undefeated.
It sounds amazing. Now go ahead, let's go ahead and talk about the Tennessee game.
Yeah, well, you really don't want to talk about it.
Oh, we can't, because we won.
Yeah, you won.
Let's talk about it. We spotted them 21-7 on the road.
Man,
at Rocky Top. 100,000 plus.
Man, somebody
answered every bell that them folks threw out.
The man missed a field goal, coach. That's the only reason why y'all.
What that got to do with the price of tea in China?
Ain't got nothing to do.
Exactly.
Ain't got nothing to do with it.
They got a field goal kicker, we got one.
And y'all out there was missed. Just like Coop for the Dirty Birds.
And you see he lost his job.
Gone. Out of him.
I mean, he's still on the roster, but...
You know what that kid at for Tennessee? Online classes.
Oh, he got to be. Well, you get death threats Sunday morning in the SEC. Cause me as a former player and players that's watching, they gonna see it, man. When we at practice, sweating, hitting, running, kickers over there, they playing, joking, lollygagging, kick a little field goal here, kick a little field goal there. You ain't working like we working.
Yeah.
So, boy, ain't no way you supposed to be missing now.
No field goal.
Well, you kick the whole practice. Cause they ain't practicing like we practice.
They ain't practice.
They don't kick the entire practice.
Yeah.
They over there on the other field, they playing, they joking, they do a little field goal here and there. When you do special team practice, they come out, kick, you try to simulate that type of, you cannot simulate 100,000 plus folks with that kind of pressure on.
Man, you at home though, man. You went on the road. You was at home. But again, we don't condone no violence. We don't want nobody thinking that we talking about what should happen to this kid because he's a kid still.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we just talking about some football.
Oh, yeah, I'm telling you what happens.
And the SEC, man, they get
man.
crazy when they lose a ball game.
Yeah.
Especially when your job is on the line and you ain't beat Georgia and
9 straight.
And you could have had a chance to whoop them and then Joker missed a field goal. But at the end of the day, we know what's going to happen on the 27th. What is it, 27, right?
27.
It's going to be on
27. They got the bet. They got the wages.
Nick Saban suit.
Man.
Nick Saban sent me a suit. I'm going to wear a brand new Nick Saban suit.
What, a game day suit?
Yeah, game day. We having game day Saturday. The midweek hustle, Michael. So it's going to be Saturday the 27th. We're going to start a new segment.
Hey, man, wear your Alabama shirt next Wednesday. I'll be Georgia down.
That's what you need to do. But, man, listen.
What we doing?
I don't know, man. You got me.
Oh no, man. We rolling. Can we did witness it another beating?
What was that?
Bud.
Oh yes, sir. Yes, sir. Do we want to go to break first?
We're gonna break.
Keep rolling.
Hey man, so we're gonna run it all the way out then. We know we making great time. Oh man, a mega fight, man. You didn't even need pay-per-view.
No sir.
You know the Sheik out of Dubai, man, had put a man, he has cornered the market with him and Dana White. Was able to witness a mega fight on Netflix. You know what I'm saying? You ain't have to do the pay-per-view, man. No watch parties was everywhere. Canelo versus Bud, man. Bud going up 2 weight classes, and knocking off Canelo.
Yeah.
What was your take on the fight? And I'll give you mine.
I felt the same way. I actually thought Canelo going into the fight years back was too big for Floyd.
Yeah.
But Floyd got Canelo at the right time. He was young. He didn't have no experience.
Whoa, hold on. Wait a minute. He was young, but Canelo was 30 fights in now.
Yeah. But
he had never. You know how the Mexicans go.
Yeah, but he had never fought nothing like Floyd.
You won't never fight nothing like Floyd until.
That's what I'm saying. And that's my thing. That's what I'm leading to. He had never fought anybody like Floyd. I think it was too soon for him to fight Floyd. But you know, they always say Floyd always dictated when and where he wanted to fight people and all that stuff. And he got Canelo at the right time, I thought. Yeah. Leading to this fight right here with Bud. Him slowed down. Everything he's doing for a home run. And I knew Bud's just too smart for him.
Yeah.
Me and my son and we all watched the fight, you know, all the way up in the midnight. You know, we had to take about 12 monsters to stay up to watch the fight. But anyway, I felt like if he didn't knock Bud out early, it wasn't going to be a shot. And I was surprised of the scores because I honestly felt that Canelo probably won 2, maybe 3 rounds.
Yeah. I mean, I think they showed him grace with Canelo being the champ, you know, the name that Canelo had, but it when people asked me who I thought was going to, it was never a question. It was Bud from the get-go because the way I seen Bud whoop Errol, I'm talking about the way he whooped Errol in front of his kids, in front of his wife, in front of your family. Like you don't like you don't beat nobody like that in front of their kids.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. I mean to cut you off when you're part of this right here, but let me tell you something. That was so bad, man. I promise you, man. And this is no lie, no a joke, a whole lot. I have yet to go back and watch that fight again. Man, I mean, I've watched so many of the people that I cheer for, Sugar Ray Leonard, Muhammad Ali, just going back and watching some of their fights. Yeah. Man, that was so bad that night, man. To see those two in the ring together and what Bud did to Errol Spence. I have not went back and watched that fight since that. I literally started telling my son, all of us was together. I said, they need to throw the towel in. Yeah. They need to throw the towel in. Don't let him keep getting his beat.
I wanted to part that meme of Apollo Creed when he was fighting the Russian when he tried to throw in the damn towel. Yeah. Like that's how, like it was. How bad it was. I felt bad for him. Yeah. I felt bad for his kids. Yeah. To be there witnessing and like you get beat like that, you really can't even raise your voice in your household no more because you know what I'm saying they don't even look at you the same like that.
And you can see if. No, has he had a fight since?
He might have done beat the man into retirement.
It's over with. So again, you know,
a car wreck where he was thrown out of that Ferrari, couldn't stop it. Mm-hmm. Came back. Well, you got beat so bad, that man don't even want you. You don't even want to fight. You don't want to look at a ring.
I want to look at.
You don't even want to look at a wedding ring. No. You don't want to look at a tub ring.
He put it on him, man.
Like man, it was bad.
And he pretty much he didn't beat Canelo as bad, but he
put on a clinic.
Put on a clinic, man.
You know what I'm saying? If you can go back and watch when Floyd and Canelo fought and that's all. It wasn't like it was hard shots, but Floyd was just pat in and out, boop, pat, boom, boom, in and out. And that's what Crawford, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people are saying, like I watched the fight with my partner Mike now. Man, I don't think Bud gonna win because he's running. I'm asking, this is the same question I would ask when we used to watch Floyd. You can say this man is running, but how is he landing more punches?
The thing about what people have to realize, it's boxing. It's in his schemes. It's just like a game. It's like if your team is quicker and this team is bigger in the trenches. Yeah. If I need to get to the edges, and that's what it's going to take for me to win the game, and I need to put the ball in the air, that's going to take for me to win the game. Yeah. I got to do what it's going to take for me to win the game. Right. What he showed, for everybody to say he ran, what he showed, that when he wanted to sit down and say, let's go, he got down with Canelo. And he won all those exchanges when they was battling toe-to-toe. Right. He showed that I can stand here with you if I want to and do this, but I ain't going to do this. I ain't going to take a chance to get a lucky shot and knock me out. Yeah. So I'm going to do what I need to do, to get in and get it out. And he won, to me, man, I say Canelo probably won 3 rounds. And I was looking at, I'll say this too, I was watching Roy Jones and what's my guy name? I forget his name. They got a little podcast, a little show they were doing about the fight. And the way the scores were, if Canelo wins the 12th round, it's a draw. That's how close they had it. If Bud just go out there and run around and don't do nothing in the 12th round, and they give the 12th round to Canelo, that fight would have been a draw. Yeah. And it would have been total chaos with that because there was no way that fight, you could have looked at that fight and said it was anywhere close to a draw. Yeah.
So I mean, Bud did what he had to do. Man, once again, that's another week, another game of the week, Battle of the Undefeated. Somebody old got to go. Carver versus Columbus. We get ready to land this plane. Otis Spencer Stadium.
Yes, sir.
Mike, they asking for a score prediction.
What's your score prediction?
Derek Bowen said Rocky Top for the Natty. I'm not gonna say I root for Tennessee, but my personal partner of mine, Travis Smith, his son Travis Smith Jr., number 1, number 1 receiver last year in the state of Georgia, plays for Tennessee. So I was go Dogs, but I was go little Smitty. You know what I'm saying? Are they ready for a Natty run? I don't think so.
To my Georgia?
No, Tennessee. Man, speaking of that, I don't even think it's been a clear cut favorite right now so far. Man, we'll dive right back into college football real quick. If you had to pick who was gonna win the Natty right now, who are you taking?
Man, I'm looking at probably. I can't. I'm always gonna go to the SEC team, but I probably would say Ohio State.
Okay, and then my back story on that. Ohio State's only played Texas, and Texas don't look like what we think they were in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Archie has his struggle. They struggle with UTSA. Oregon is out there on that west. They are putting up crazy points, which they always do. But they can't never seem to get over the hump. Yeah.
So played big time when they get into playing against those big time teams that can get in and physically do damage with them. They struggle with that, and that's why I even think Texas is going to be better. I mean, people giving Arch a hard time right now. The kid can play. I just think he's going through some things right now. Like he need to be, but I think Archie's gonna be a pretty good quarterback, man.
Down the road, I believe he can. But you say, what has he shown you that you feel like he can he can play.
I saw
he struggled against Ohio State. We've only seen him in cleanup duties.
I saw him last year when he had to play in games where what's his name was hurt, and I saw him with the weapons that they had.
Right.
You had better weapons, you know, and again now he has the keys to the car. I think he's gonna figure it out, and I think that's not only him. I think the whole SEC. Somebody said this the other day. They said most of the teams in the SEC gonna have 2 losses this year.
Yeah.
And I do believe that, but SEC is still SEC football, and I think they're only gonna get better. And I think Texas is gonna be a scary team later on down the line for anybody who's gonna play them on the back end.
Yeah.
So again, man, you know, I'm excited, but you got these cat, man, and the another boy. About some gold dog.
Man, you know what's going on.
Go ahead on.
You know, we ain't gonna get too much into it because we gonna save that for next week.
Yeah.
You know, game week. Me and my crew, we will be in Athens, so we'll get into it. Man, big matchup Friday night.
Yep.
Old Spencer Stadium. If y'all are not doing nothing, I don't care who you root for, man. Show up. Probably gonna be the best game in the city.
We know Columbus High fan gonna show up.
Oh yeah, you done heard Coach Church.
Yeah, we know he gonna show up.
You letting us know.
I don't know about Tracy King, Walton King. You know, got about 5 names, and Tina. I don't know about all them folks. I feel like the only people for Carver that's gonna be in the stands is the parents. Or the kids and the cheerleaders and the bands. I want that. I want the Facebook community. That be ODH. I want them to pop out. Yeah, because you know what? Evidently we telling the truth because ain't nobody ever called us out on it.
No.
Because last week we watched the game.
No backlash. Man, nobody want to tussle in the mall about it.
Northside standing up the whole time.
Got their hard hats.
We looking over
safety
there.
Carver sitting on their hands.
Sitting on their hand over there. Like the children so sad, the fans sad. It's small. So again, Columbus High gonna come full throttle. 24-13, Columbus Blue Devils.
You said what?
Hey man, hell.
What you say?
I'm saying it again. I ain't stutter. 24-13, the Columbus High Blue Devils.
Who? You mean they got 13?
24 Columbus, ma'am.
They might got a JV game this week.
And 13 Carver.
They playing middle school.
Oh.
We got the blueprint. Northside showed us the blueprint.
Now also keep in mind, every pick that Mike has picked this year has been wrong.
I went to Carver last week.
You had no choice.
Yeah. That's literally.
Man, I'm not going.
That's literally.
I'm not going against my alma mater. We're gonna win this game with 38 players. You remember what we did to y'all when y'all had all them players at Shaw, and that your senior year we whooped y'all?
But I wasn't playing when they were playing with leather helmets.
No. I'm talking about you said this when your senior year. Who was the only school to beat you?
Carver.
I was on the
That's not
staff.
your alma mater.
No, I was on the coaching staff then.
Boy, you Columbus,
you
Central.
Y'all had 100 listen, America. They had 132 players. Y'all did.
Man, no, we didn't. Well, we were 3A. Y'all were deep.
When we got there, they had the whole field lined up. They had players lined up on the whole field. Coach Davis said, "What half we gonna warm up on? Flower, take some of them down there." They had to put them in the bushes over there to warm up. That's how many kids they had. When we whooped them that night, it was quiet as a church mouth. We whooped them that night.
Do y'all? I want y'all to understand.
That's what's gonna happen with Columbus High.
But he saying Columbus.
No, that's what I'm telling you. I'm trying to tell you. Carver got about 70 players, and Columbus got 30. How many? 38.
38.
Well, we're gonna whoop them tonight.
I want y'all to know how special Shaw was in them early 2000s. This man is talking about they win 20 years ago.
Yeah,
that lets you know how special Flowers and that Shaw High team was. We still went on to go to the Dome and play that year while y'all was at home watching us.
Yeah, we had been in that same region, same class.
Oh, nah.
We'd have won that.
You got to keep in mind, that was our first game of the year. Y'all had already played Spencer.
Oh, that's all right.
Y'all were warmed up then. Y'all were lathered up.
Boy, we were good then.
But we appreciate y'all. Man, he excited about Carver, Central, Columbus.
Carver is it?
Alabama.
Roll Tide, baby.
Hey, man, listen. Midweek hustle, we finna land this plane. Man, please show up. Old Spencer Stadium. If not, tune in to MoneyBoyTV.com and we'll have the live broadcast. 6:45 pregame. Oh, my prediction. What you said? 24-13?
24-13. Say it. Well, 24-13. Who though? I'm going with who?
You going with Columbus?
The Blue Devils.
All right. I think Carver's gonna be angry. I think they're gonna be upset. They done gave up points. It's going on at 31. You know, Coach Young, I mean, he hard, but he want to average 50. 52 to 3. Respectfully. Columbus High, I'm challenging. Y'all, Northside gave y'all the blueprint.
Man, we ain't gonna.
Man, eat the clock. If they come out and try to score with these folks and don't milk that clock,
Man,
BTA.
we gotta
At them young folks. 52 to 3.
See, listen. See, the problem is Carver gonna have to rotate all these. See, it can work against you. They gotta work all these players in, keep them happy. Columbus High gonna have to play 38 players, both sides. Kickoff team, punt team. They gonna stay on the field. We in good shape too. Woo, but we been running them hills. What?
They better have them asthma pump.
No, we don't need no asthma pump. It's gonna be some problem. Hey, I'll tell you what.
You gonna wear a Carver shirt every?
No, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. All I'm saying to you is that just be prepared. After Friday night, when y'all walk out of the stadium, y'all gonna say, he told us.
No, he didn't. No,
we did.
Get us out of here, man. Get us out of here. Man.
Y'all wait till y'all see us next Wednesday, man. Next Wednesday, I ain't gonna say nothing the first 15 seconds. I'm gonna just look at you with probably a paper to score up.
Go.
And then the Georgia-Alabama week.
We ready. Close it out, man.
Hey, man, we're going to let
talk to Coach Peters.
Hey, man, let's go ahead and land this plane, man. Midweek hustle. Once again, I am your favorite commentator alongside my OG, Coach Mike Wood, man. MoneyBoyTV.com. Game of the week, Otis Spencer Stadium, the Battle of the Undefeated. Somebody has got to go. Carver versus Columbus, Blue Devil versus Tiger. Man, we'll see y'all Friday night at Otis Spencer, man. Tune in 6:45 if you ain't finna pull up. We out. Yes, sir.
Are you stuck with a house you need to sell and sell fast? Whether you facing foreclosure, dealing with a vacant property, going through a divorce, or stuck with an unwanted inheritance, Dispo for Cash is here to help. We pay cash for houses, no financing, no banks, and no delays, and buy houses as is. That's no repairs, no cleaning, and no fees. You'll pay zero closing costs, no realtor commissions, and there are no hidden charges. You'll get a fair in-person offer from a local home buying expert based right here in Columbus, Georgia. No lowball phone offers, no banks, no delays. Just cash in your hand in 30 days or less. If you need to sell quickly and stress-free, call Dispo for Cash now at 706-905-7200. That's 706-905-7200. Or visit DispoForCash.com. Dispo for Cash. We make selling your house easy.
Getting to work shouldn't be a daily struggle. At Jim Ride Along Transportation, we make it simple. We're a minority and veteran-owned business, proudly serving the Chattahoochee Valley with affordable, reliable, and safe round-trip rides to manufacturing plants in West Point across all shifts. Day or night, we got you covered with professional drivers, dependable schedules, and a stress-free experience. Call Jim Ride Along today or book your ride online at jimrides.com because your ride to work should work for you. Ask about in-town group rates. Getting to work shouldn't be a daily struggle. At Jim Ride Along